Guess who saw The Dark Knight today? Woo! Do the Batusi, do the Batusi, do the Batusi. First thing I want to say is that one of the problems I had with Batman Begins is that I felt that the main plot, the one revolving around microwaves and making the whole population of Gotham go crazy, was a bit stupid. It was just a little too ridiculous for me. And I'm just happy to report that The Dark Knight is a smart movie. The story has a great pacing, there are lots of plot twists, and there are so many things to surprise you, but not surprise you in the sense of being shocking because of its shock value, but rather because there are intelligent turns, clever ideas, interesting situations, and most of them are because of Joker, because Joker kind of runs the story from the sidelines. He thinks of all these really complicated, masterful plans, evil plans, and the solutions he comes up with and the things he comes up with are really, they could only be the result of a diabolical genius mind. So I just have to say a big kudos to the scriptwriters for coming up with the really cool ideas that they have. What I also liked about the story in The Dark Knight is that it had certain nuances of circularity, in the sense that it had self-fulfilling prophecies, because you have Alfred saying at the beginning of the movie that even all people have limits, and lo and behold, at some point during the course of the story, Bruce Wayne will discover his limits. And when Harvey Dent says that you either die a hero or live long enough to become a villain, guess what happens to him? Now, Joker, like I said, Joker is, in this movie, a mastermind. He is a diabolical genius, because the plans he comes up with are so immense, and just all these things coming together in the most unpredictable ways, and yet it all comes out exactly the way he wants it. And it's almost to the point that it is just too easy for him to play around with the police and with Gordon and Harvey Dent and Batman, that towards the end of the movie you kind of start wondering, how the hell are they going to get out of this? How are they going to beat the Joker? He's presented to be that masterful and that diabolical, and in the end, the only way that Batman manages to get his upper hand at him is through luck and through pulling a Reed Richards moment. Now, Bale delivers a strong performance, but I don't think it's his strongest performance. Unfortunately, I didn't feel any bit of chemistry between him and Maggie Gyllenhaal, and at the same time, I didn't feel any real warmth between his character and Alfred's character. I did feel a bit of that father-son sort of relationship in the first one, but Alfred is just like a mentor. He's just there to say his wise words and give Bruce some guidance. I don't feel that same warmth, that same friendship, that same emotional bond that I felt in the first movie. Now, I was really impressed with Aaron Eckhart, who plays Harvey Dent. Now, Harvey Dent, his introduction was really bad for me. His introduction in the movie is kind of cheesy, but Aaron Eckhart's performance makes the character grow on me, because Aaron Eckhart happens to be a very likable guy, and that likability and that charm is transferred to Harvey Dent. So when finally Harvey Dent goes batshit crazy like he's going to, it's all the more shocking for me, because I knew him as a kind of a likable, charming kind of guy. I did have problems with the movie. Like, for one is the mobsters, the mafiosos, the heads of the families. These are just the stereotypical cliched mobster types, you know, like there's an Italian, there's a Russian, there's a black guy, you know, and these mobsters, besides being like total cliches, they always hang out together, you know. You always find them like in the same little restaurant or the same cafe. I mean, aren't they supposed to like have bloodthirsty gang wars over territories and stuff? I mean, they're always together, like they're going to Starbucks together or something. I'm kind of disappointed that Anthony Michael Hall was not in this movie more. Anthony Hall did say that Mike Engel, this is one of his strongest performances ever, and he wasn't in that movie that much. I wish I could have seen more of him. Unfortunately, I cannot talk about this without spoiling, so I'm giving you one more warning to shut this thing off if you don't want to be spoiled. Now, toward the end of the movie, Batman makes a decision to take upon himself the responsibility of all the murders committed by Harvey Dent in order for Gotham to still have its champion, Harvey Dent, who at that time is dead, apparently, though we never see his dead body. I don't agree for Batman to appear to the public as a cold-blooded murderer, because Batman, to me, is a moral absolute. Okay, he is just, if he would ever take that step, he would be no better than the guy who killed his parents, and the fuck who killed his parents. And even if it's just pretend, even if it's just for the eyes of the public, I don't think Batman would ever want to endorse cold-blooded murder. So in conclusion, I don't know what else to say about The Dark Knight except the fact that one of my main concerns before watching the movie was that because of Heath Ledger and the way he passed away, I wouldn't be able to completely focus and completely enjoy the experience of watching The Dark Knight, because it would always be kind of in the back of my mind what happened to him. But I gotta say that the movie was so interesting and the story was so captivating that it wasn't until like 20 minutes were left of the movie that it suddenly dawned on me that Heath Ledger had passed away. So it's even more of a tribute to the quality of both his performance and the other actors in the movie, and also the quality of Nolan's direction.